Well, hello. Hey, everybody. Hello. Hey, everybody. Hey. What is going on? Thank you for joining me. Today is day one of our March challenge, and I hope that you're going to find this video, and I hope that you are going to choose to spend a little bit of time, not much time, because it's more like an exercise, which if you follow me on my page, you know that I love to exercise. And so I want to support you while you support me in this effort, okay? I'm bringing it to the community so that you are fully aware of what I'm doing, which is an affirmation challenge for the month of March. So join me, please. Come on in. And so I've been introducing you guys to this activity it's starting today, and we're going to be about 15 minutes or so, not very long. That's why we're going to stretch it out, so it's bite-sized, tangible, and actionable as well. Okay, so today is day one, and we are embarking upon our affirmation challenge. So I'm so happy and grateful for you to being here. All right, take a deep breath. I'm excited because intentionality is one of my goals for this, and I hear a lot of people who meditate saying you got to keep the vision or the word or the action in your mind and focus on it, you know, similarly to how we focus on whatever we don't like. But when you keep that thing that you want in your mind for, I've heard from 17 seconds to whatever, you know, that's my goal. That's one of my goals for this, intentionality. So as we go through, you're gonna do the same, but for today, because it's day one, we're going to lay the groundwork. Okay, guys? So if you see me looking down, I wrote some things that I want you to absolutely take away and to be mindful about. Okay? All right. Now we talked a little bit about this word, a little bit, belief. Okay, we talked a little bit about it in the introduction for a couple days, but this word is going to play a huge part. Okay, because when we state affirmations, you know, it's like if you don't have a real belief in what you're doing, is anything going to really happen, right? All right, so just keep in mind that word belief is going to be an integral word, a very important player, right? Now, belief comes with feelings, right? Feelings. So my intentionality or my intention is going to play out where I am showing keeping my belief, and it's helping me to maintain a certain feeling or vibration throughout about what it is that I want, okay? But we're going to get to the good stuff. We're going to write some affirmations, guys. And but for right now, we want to set the groundwork. So belief is the main thing that helps you carry the feeling of what you're saying and what you're believing forward, okay? Along with other words, but we got to keep it very simple. Let's keep it simple. So when it comes to building blocks of building your affirmations and building your, your deck of whatever you're going to write, it is definitely belief, because you got to believe it in order to see it, okay? So first you build it, you practice it, and then what I'm doing is I'm teaching it. Teaching is the shortcut. It's the part that helps me really feel that, you know, I'm getting this. Whenever you teach anything, it means that you are reinforcing it to yourself. All right. So now, what can impact your belief are, of course, your environment, the people around you, your kids, your spouse, coworkers, whatever. All those things can impact it. But again, if you have a belief for what you want, you're going to have to kind of put that in your mind so that you keep it in the forefront, okay? Maybe your affirmation cards are going to be, on your phone so that you can access it. I do have money affirmations on my phone, but wherever you can see it, because as people or things, circumstances derail or try to derail, you're going to have to come back to it, okay? Now, your emotions are going to vary a lot, of course, because of we're human, so that's definitely a consideration, okay? And whether it's financial situations or relationship situations or health situations, your emotions are going to vary, but that belief hopefully will stay constant, okay? Now, you can put religious emphasis as well if you want to, but right now we're just keeping it where we understand that what we want, we have to keep in the forefront of our minds as a constant with feeling. Okay, how about that? All right. So, and I hope that you make the decision to go ahead and join me for these 30 days. And so, when it comes to keeping that belief high, you're going to have to make a decision that when things are either coming at you or happening, you're not going to what we typically do, which is, talk about something, but we're gonna speak to it, like this will pass, things that you remember your grandma, your mom, your auntie, your grandpa, saying, all right, because these are temporary, these are situations, okay? These are situations. And so rising above that is, that's the skill, right? That's why we're here. It's a skill. All right, so instead of talking about a situation, it's okay to talk to it, in terms of what it is, recognize it, and then put it in its place. I have definitely learned, and I am learning to do that more and more. Not let something overtake, and bring me down and change my mood. Okay, because we're going to get into mood next, guys. But to be a part of the landscape, and then we just kind of put it in its place, put it in its perspective, and do the best that we can. Okay, so let me state that it's not easy. Having affirmations and keeping your affirmations, that's not easy. If it were easy, we would all have the ability to just manifest whatever we want. We'd all be whatever you envision, right? But it is a challenge. It is a challenge. So that's why we're doing this together. All right? It's a journey. It's a journey, and I want you to recognize that in yourself. It's a journey, and today is literally day one. We're setting the groundwork, and I hope you play this video back and again so that you kind of put the foundation pieces there, so that you give yourself grace to understand that this is a journey and we have to take our time with it, okay? So now, in order to apply what we're talking about, that's why we're setting the groundwork, okay? You have to know in order to apply. You have to know that you're looking for your belief to be constant. You're looking for your emotions, which will vary. You have to keep them in check to a certain, degree as best you can. And of course, I'm not talking about catastrophic situations on that are natural, that out of your control. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about day-to-day frustrations, disappointments, things like that we're talking about. Okay, deeper than that, that's on an individual basis, but for sure, some of this could definitely help you. Okay, so let's tap into our mood now. right? Our mood. So when we have that belief level, our mood is absolutely going to remain or be a constant that we look to in order to keep that feeling that we're looking for. Like, for example, think about, good news, like you won the lottery or your child got into their ideal college, or you had a fantastic first date or anniversary with your spouse, anything like that. That mood, think of an occasion where you were so lifted, and that is what I'm talking about. The mood that exalts your vibration and how you want to be, okay? Things that you can do to help elevate your mood besides good things happening to you are, of course, writing, music, okay, talking to the right person. And now we have people that we sometimes stumble upon and we wish we hadn't talked to them in particular that day or whatever, but it's okay, because if you're not in a position of receiving, you should be in a position of giving, right? So give them the love and the attention that they need, and definitely put that in perspective, all right? So we're going to be givers of intentionality, encouragement, and motivation to definitely, absolutely, in this challenge, and invite people to join in as well, okay? So you already know that you're moving yourself toward a goal, to a victory, and your moments are your ability, your moments are your opportunity to make a move, okay? For example, if negative things happen, that's the easiest one to spot. You're going to absolutely, trigger moments, okay? You're going to absolutely identify those, and then have your affirmations or whatever you feel helps you to transmute whatever it is, flip it, in other words, to something positive. Now, it's a little bit more challenging when everything is copacetic, status quo, and you're like, you're good, right? You still have to say your affirmations, because if you're looking for your next level, then that means the affirmations are going to help you feel it and be in a position to receive it, okay, as well. So I hope this is really making sense, and I'm really getting into it, so I hope you are too. And if you're asking yourself, how do I move myself into a place of or position myself for victory, it's having those affirmations. So think about what your goal is. Mine is, number one, intentionality, making sure that I have my I'm so happy and grateful statements, or even if it's the simpler ones, I am wonderfully and fearfully made, I can, I must, I will, anything that you already say to yourself, you got this, any of those, but we want to become a little bit more, we want to grow in our sophistication and our ability to say affirmations that are very visual. That's where I'm going as well. That's another intention I have, is to say an affirmation that's very visual. Let me give you an example. Okay, let me give you an example right here. I'm so happy and grateful now. I have the success I really want. My business is blessed. All my actions are guided. And so I'm making a positive movement that increases my worth and my income. So things like that. Let's see. So we're going to write some more, but that you see that I want to be more lyrical with it, like more figurative with it, okay? Now, remember that circumstances are happening for you, and so I want you to think about your maturity, and think about like what your grandma would say, your aunt would say, if you ever feel challenged. You have a strong emotional spirit. Writing affirmations and reciting them also helps you have a strong emotional spirit, strong faith, consistency. You always maintain that bigger picture. You train your mind so that you're saying your affirmations more regularly with feeling and with purpose and conviction. You even meditate. If you want to meditate, it doesn't mean you sit down cross-legged. You could just fix your mind on and by saying your affirmations over and over again, and then you see the picture that you're speaking of. And then, of course, repetition. It's going to be all about repetition. If you say your affirmations in the morning, afternoon, evening, 3 times a day, 2 times a day, that's great. Okay? So this is the groundwork that I'm talking about, guys. And for today, I just want you to play this back so that you really get the idea. And you can start writing some notes and start scripting and scribing for yourself what your big goals are for this, and if you have any affirmations that you just want to start writing down. So the bottom line is, you know that we all need each other, we all help each other inadvertently, just by modeling, So when you're out there doing positive stuff and people see you, it encourages and motivates them. And that's the takeaway. That's the big takeaway here. I want you to be encouraged. I want you to be motivated. I want you to set a good example for others, because people need it, right? So that's why I'm doing this on my page. And if you want to join me, comment, let me know how you're doing. Great, because I know it's positivity that's going into the air. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.